All right, guys, we're back here on Southeastern 16, presented by FanDuel. 2 minutes late if you're following Sam Smith in the chats. Sam says, you know what? You guys are a couple minutes late, but I still love you. Sam's just, yeah, he's. I think he said that. I see that in the chat. Maybe
Yep.
maybe others don't, but congratulations to Sam on being here for the chats. Congratulations to everyone else tuning in. We're going to talk about our congratulations to the Alabama Crimson Tide getting the win over Illinois. And we'll talk about Auburn's big win against Jackson State without Keyshawn Hall. And yes, folks, we promised it to you this week. The NCAA tournament gut bracket, the first one of the season. We will quickly run through, make our picks, and we are going to give you the gut bracket. And that is going to be quite a treat. And also, we have a bit of an announcement at the end of the show. But you have to wait for the end of the show for that.
Yes.
So, all right. We're going to jump in, but before we do, I'll tell you about Game Time Sidekicks. Believe it or not, I've got so many tabs open, I don't even know where the Game Time Sidekicks read is. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to tell you right off the top of my head that it is officially licensed stainless steel drinkware. Every SEC school is represented, over 350 more universities as well. They have everything from stainless steel sippy cups, tumblers, 40-ounce bottles, and shaker cups. All you have to do is use the code SE16 for 20% off. SE16 at 20% off at Game Time Sidekicks. And my goodness, it is seared into my brain at this point because that all just came back to me, Max Barr. It's almost like a Sanders moving read, if you will. So, yes, Sam.
We're rolling today.
We are rolling like the tide today.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be tremendous, this show, I think. All right, let's start with Alabama, who said, you know what? Everybody's out there talking about the SEC and they're struggling and what's going on with this conference. The Tide said, whoa, whoa, whoa. Not so fast, my friends. Alabama gets the 90-86 win over Illinois. Another huge win on the resume for what I think is the best team in the SEC. I voted them at number 1 this week, Max. I picked against them in the prediction. You couldn't have it any better than that setup right there. But what an impressive performance for the Tide. Led by 9 with about 8.5 to go. Illinois made, a run there at the end. But, man, I think if the story for Illinois is going to be, why can't we hit a free throw? Because they missed a lot of big free throws in tough games. But also, I think, even though Alabama got out-rebounded, the rebounding was better. But the one thing, Max, we could not prepare for in this game because we didn't know if he was going to play. Keaton Bristow comes in 10-8 in 20 minutes, and boy, were they very, very important 20 minutes because I thought that guy, outside of the obvious in LeBaron Philon, I thought he was maybe the MVP of the game here, and the guy who yesterday, I think we may have mentioned, Amari Allen, coming up with 11 boards in this game as well.
Keaton Bristow, baby. We've been trying to tell you guys, Keaton Bristow. I think every single time I've mentioned Alabama the past few weeks, situation to monitor. Keaton Bristow, watch that injury. He's the real deal. He is a freak athlete. Watch out for Keaton Bristow. Don't you love when you're ahead of the Rothstein buy stock now? I love when you're way ahead of the Rothstein buy stock now. Come on, Rothstein. Stock was cheap about a month ago. You're not getting the price now. This is the number 1 team in the SEC. For me, it's not close right now. The shooting, the versatility, the defense was supposed to be the Achilles heel. Man, there were some plays where Stojakovic is backing down Aiden Holloway and Aiden Holloway staying in front of him. I mean, Stojakovic was a problem there in the last 10 minutes, but I mean, I was impressed with the defensive effort. You only have Aiden Sherrill for 9 minutes. 9 minutes of Aiden Sherrill against this big Illinois team, and you're still battling right there, even on the rebounding battle the whole night. Man, I thought there was a few key plays, Blake, down the stretch that won it for Alabama. Stojakovic is on a tear. You can feel the momentum turning. By the way, I grew up playing with Peja Stojakovic in NBA Live 05. It's just crazy that we're talking about his kid right now. But it was a Latrell Wrightsell corner 3. It was just a quick one, right? I think there was like 5 minutes left. Quick little just pass into the corner. Illinois didn't get back. Latrell Wrightsell, bang, just immediate, like catch and release. Like it wasn't even that big of a deal. Boom, leads back out to 5. All right. And then Stojakovic comes back, another and 1. You're like, oh my gosh, we can't do anything. Offensive rebound, LeBaron Philon 3, Houston Millette steal, run out, finish. Boom, the lead's back out to 8, just like that. It's like Illinois was coming back, just could not stop Alabama. They had too many dogs. Every guy on the team's a dog.
Yeah, Tyler says it here. And by the way, we'll get to Blake's super chat in a minute, all right? But when we start talking about the Tigers, we'll get to Blake's super chat, as we can see. Blake dropping just an absolute bomb on the super chats this morning.
That's the season high.
Could be the season high to this point. Who wants to top him? Let's find out. All right. Where's Quinn? All right, so Tyler says probably the best shooting team Nate Oates has had, to be honest. If Illinois was playing anyone else during that 3 barrage, would have been up by 15 plus. Yep. That was the thing, is each time you felt like Illinois was about to close the gap and or make that run, Alabama came down each time and just someone nailed a 3. And it just sort of deflated the crowd. It deflated Illinois. It was like each time you're just looking up and you're thinking, all right, we're right there. And, yet they just hit the ones at the right moments. And, yeah, like brought up here, I mean, they're shooting 34%. I think it's always going to be with Alabama about the volume. And it's just, they hit the big shots when they matter so far, and I think that's kind of what it's come down to. Now, they missed some of those against Purdue, but in this game, hit big shots. Against St. John's, hit big shots, and I just think, look, when you look at Alabama's guard play and you realize all the guys they're going to be able to throw at you, man, there's not many teams out there that are going to be able to match that. I think just with the overall depth and listen, I think right now, when you consider, again, think about the 3 guys I think had the biggest impact on this game, right? To me, it's underclassmen. It's Philon, it's Allen, it's Bristow. Like, I just think that what they are able to do and how well these guys have sort of acclimated in this. All right, Blake, you know what? Ask and you shall receive, okay? Normally, we all right, we're going to hold it off, okay, because we want to keep this contained to the Tide for a minute. But Blake's just going to keep sending in the super chats. He said, you know what, I'll take that super chat I just sent you guys with another one. We're going to hit triple digits on the super chat for the first time this season.
First time.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that in a second. As Phil says, Blake is heating up. One away from being on fire. Are we going to have to bring out a little NBA Jam audio, perhaps, to bring that up? But
someone must have hit a little bit of Tigers on the spread last night.
Maybe. Speaking of the spread, I just want to confirm real quick. I did do the emotional hedge. Max, I am 6-1 this year on the emotional hedge.
It's a great system.
I may not be getting the picks right on the channel, but our friends at FanDuel are appreciating, perhaps, maybe not, appreciating the emotional hedge each time. But, yes, with Alabama, listen, tremendous. And what we're going to do is we're going to play a little clip here from Nate Oates. Let's hear what Nate Oates had to say about LeBaron Philon, an all-star in Mr. Philon. Let's see Philon. Let's see what Nate Oates had to say about this, and let's see if we can figure out how to pull it up, Max, because that's always a challenge here. Got it? All right.
Yep.
Super talented. I told him our team's going to go as he goes a lot, so he's going to create a lot of shots. We've got some elite shooters that I think can get better shots. Holloway is a way better shooter than what he showed tonight, because I didn't think we necessarily got him great shots. Houston Millette's better shooter. Those guys, Houston Millette, Wrightsell, and Holloway are a lot better than 25% like they were tonight. But I think Barron, being as aggressive as he was to score, I think can open some stuff up for those guys down the road, get those shooters going. But, man, we needed his points there in the second half tonight for sure.
Stay in the same room.
Can you take me through those emotions when you found out he was coming back at the last second?
Yeah, he was working out for teams. We're getting feedback. We knew he was late first, early second. I think he had a guarantee early second. And he called me late in the afternoon today. He said, Coach, what if I told you I always wanted to come back. And I said, shoot, roll tide. Let's go win one. So, I mean, he still had to sort through a few things, but we got him back. I mean, he's a great kid. He's an Alabama kid that wants to take Alabama further than it's ever gone before. You know, we're able to make the Final Four the year before he got here. You know, we got beaten Elite Eight last year. I mean, he came back to compete for national championship, and I think we got a team that can do it.
Whoa! Did you hear that?
Ooh,
Did you hear
I got
that?
goosebumps.
NATO said, I think we got a team that can do it. National champion, Alabama Crimson Tide. I may or may not have just written that sentence in my basket under review column that comes out tomorrow morning. I said, there are people already saying that Alabama and Gonzaga is going to be a preview of the Final Four. I'm going to take it a step further and say that could be a national championship type preview right there, folks. So, NATO seems to agree. Yeah, and look, Don's right. NATO doesn't blow smoke, man. That guy's, he says it like it is. He's not just going to say something. Just say it. So
Blake and I were talking pre-show, and I was like, I mean, geez, I've probably watched triple-digit Nate Oates press conferences now with the past 3 years. He does not say stuff like that. Does not just go out and say, I think we have a national title team here. There's something special about this team, guys. I'm telling you, there's something different about it.
Yeah. Well, we'll get into that. But Colton's right from earlier. The game of the non-conference, Alabama and Arizona. I remember we had the discussion. You asked me the two teams I thought maybe the best I'd seen. I said Arizona and Illinois. Well, Alabama 1-0 against those teams so far. And if they were to beat Arizona, who right now, I mean, look at the resume for the Wildcats. Florida fans, Chris and company, no longer maybe that upset about that first game loss to the Wildcats. So, yeah, there you go. All right. So Alabama, it doesn't stop here, as you know. Their next game is gonna be on Monday against the Zags in Vegas. So Alabama with a chance to add another huge win to their resume. By the way, I don't know what Ken Pom's doing. Alabama at 18. I have no idea why.
Watching.
I don't know what's going on at Ken Pom. It got a bug or something. But Alabama at 18, I don't quite understand. But
before we move on, I just wanted to bring back up the word dog. I just wanted to bring back up dog because that was the whole conversation the past few days around other teams in the SEC. Who's the dog? Who's going to be the late game dog? Who's not a dog on this team? Who's not a dog? Houston Millette bangs a triple right before halftime to bring it into one. He gets that with 5 minutes left, that steal and finish, run out to extend the lead back out to 8. Now there's barely any time left. We got to get the ball in. Who's running up to the corner to take the free throws because he knows he's going to bury both of them because he's 100% from the free throw line? Houston Millette. Dog off the bench. Like, this is a team full of dogs. I love them.
Well, look, I'm going to bring this up from Sean. And I think, Sean, and you're going to say that Florida's going to have about 25 offensive boards about Alabama. You know what? That may be the case, but here's something to consider. How many games Florida and Alabama are going to play this season? They play 1 in the regular season. Alabama has already beaten St. John's and Illinois. Now, they lost by 7 to Purdue, who, yes, did outmatch them in the front court. But how many elite front courts, Max, are in the SEC right now? Because that number is lower than I thought it would be. I don't think there's many. Like, less than a handful. Right?
And I mean, it's you have the, there's pros and cons. Nate Oates just played 4 guards for the whole second half against Illinois, a massive team. And okay, maybe they gave up a few rebounds, but they also spaced the floor and didn't miss a shot for like the last 5 minutes of the game because their offense was so elite. Well, it's like, okay, take a few offensive boards. You're not gonna be able to stop us.
There's some give and take there. That's like you're going to give up certain things to be as good as they are at the other things. And I still think they're going to be okay. Yes, the front court, we're going to, we talked about it all offseason. Like we said, that development of the front court is going to be a big thing to watch. And it will be eventually, probably. But
it'll get them in a few games.
They're going to beat a lot of teams, no matter how well their front court plays, just because their back court and their perimeter play is so good. So,
Phylon currently 6th in the Player of the Year ratings analytically.
Well, there you go. All right. well, we'll preview Alabama and the Zags coming up on Monday for there. All right, let's get to the Tigers of Auburn. By the way, I love Stojakovic. I forgot to mention that. Like, I know he missed some free throws,
Real quick,
but
yes.
I love that
Thank
guy.
you for bringing that
I
back
love
up.
that guy.
Me and my older brother, I got a brother 3 years older than me. We played video games our whole childhood. We had NBA Live 05 for like 3 years. Wouldn't get 06, 07, or 08. We loved 05. And Peja Stojakovic had like a shot release in that game where he'd hold the ball like behind his head almost. It looked like in the video game. And so my brother and I would go into the driveway and try to shoot like Stojakovic. We'd be like just launching it from like, trying to do the GameCube animation. Oh my gosh. Good times.
Tremendous. Yeah, no, I love that guy.
He's great.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about the Tigers. Now, I know Cooper may be throwing a little shade here, saying congrats to Auburn on that big win over Jackson State. I sense a little sarcasm there from Cooper in the chat, but Auburn does get a big win over Jackson State, coached by Deion Sanders. I'm just kidding. That's the wrong sport. Yes, Auburn wins big, 112-66, over the Fighting Mo Williamses, who have already just played a ridiculous schedule. They played at Illinois, played at Louisville, played at Auburn, gave up at least 106 in all three of those games. But Auburn gets the win, and again, the story here, Max, no Keyshawn Hall. He's in a walking boot. Is that right? I forgot too. Shout out to the Vitches. We forgot to do that.
Well, we got a Vitch coming up right here.
Yeah, we got a lot of Vitches today to talk about. So, yeah, 99 problems, but a Vitch ain't one in this one because, let's talk about Mr. Jovic, who goes for 18 in this game against Jackson State. Keyshawn Murphy, nice to see him there, playing about 20 minutes, 19-7, kind of dominated the game the way you thought he should. Again, in the matchup like this, Elijah Freeman gets 14, Overton with 13. Pettiford, Max, the overall shooting struggle still a little bit there. But the story of this game, how many players this season can say that they have come in 7 minutes of play and scored 15 points? 7 minutes of play, 15 points, and that is what led to Blake, the greatest name in the history of our chat. A legend last year in the Super Chats. Back in the saddle here. $10 for every Simon Walker three-pointer. WDE, he says. $50 from Blake. Now, we threw down the gauntlet and said, who's going to top it? Well, what do you know? Blake said, I'll top it. I'll give you $100 Super Chat. $100 on top of the 50 buckaroos he's already thrown down.
Unreal.
For us to never talk about Alabama again. We will never mention the Crimson Tide on this show again. If you keep sending $100 Super Chats, folks, we will ban Alabama from Southeastern 16.
Fantastic, Blake.
Southeastern 15. But no, Simon Walker, man, incredible. 15 points. Knocks down all 5 threes. Honestly, could have hit a few more, and we'd have $20 more in Super Chats, but we won't complain. It's all right.
Yeah, how about Elijah Freeman as well? Elijah Freeman with another great game. If you're an NBA scout, Blake, if you're an NBA scout and you're seeing what Elijah Freeman is doing so far at the frame, he hasn't quite made the 3-point percentage we thought he was going to be, but the shot was there. I think he gets up there north of 35% this year. Elijah Freeman may not be playing for Auburn very long. I really like this guy in the future. He's gonna be a great player. Jovic, we needed that. We needed that as part of the Vitches and as just getting this guy some confidence, getting him going. We heard in the offseason when he signed, hey, he could be NBA profile type of guy, 6'8", 225's, got a nice offensive game. Didn't really play well against Houston, but you bounce back there. This was what you needed to see. You got all the support guys in, and they all played well. I like it.
I mean, Chris asked this question, and I'm going to bring this up because I think I did write about this last week. I said that I think it was kind of underrated how Auburn has responded from game one, where everyone was just so all over this team after, again, a 5-point overtime win against Bethune-Cookman. And when you really look at how they've responded, right? I mean, they have handled their business. And, they had every chance to beat Houston. You'd love to have that one back, and just in terms of making, one or two more plays. That's the difference. And just couldn't find it there at the end. But, yeah, I think this team is back up there in that when we talk about, the top of the SEC, top six. We kept saying all summer, top six. Yep. I think they're back, man. I think they're in that group again because I love the way they responded. Now, I know we can make our jokes about who they're playing and all this other stuff, but I think it's more about what you see from this team. And we're going to know here over the next 2 weeks when you look at their upcoming schedule, right? Oregon, Michigan, NC State, and Arizona. Max, I'm already salivating, as I was for, a month over this NC State matchup on December the 3rd. We may have to live stream that watch along.
Not opposed.
I may have to do it. I may just have to for that one. Because, Max, I texted you this morning after you sent me a clip from Stephen Pearl in the post game, and we're going to listen to this clip, and then I'm going to tell you what I responded to you after you sent me this. All right, let's see if I can bring it up here, and we will bring it up. So it's from the Auburn post game here, but we're going to pull it up from the Next Round Live on Twitter because we're having some technical issues pulling it up from Auburn's player there. But all right, here we go. I want you to hear this. Where is it? Which one am I on? Here we go.
All right. There we go. Yep.
To only out-rebound that team by 2 is pathetic, and it's just kind of embarrassing because that's the worst rebounding team in college basketball. And to only be +2 there, teams are going to look at that and, they're going to get excited. So we took a step back in that area. While in the Houston game, I thought we did a really good job, and obviously the games before that, we did a good job. So, part of it was we only missed 23 shots. We shot 65%, so I can't be that big of a jerk, I guess. But we did, we still need. We had 7 offensive rebounds in the first half, right? We missed. Damn. I guess I gotta take that back. We only missed 7 shots in the second half, so we only missed 7 shots in the second half.
74%.
Yeah, it's okay. Well, if we miss 7 shots, we should get 4 of those rebounds back. So.
All right.
That is great. That is great.
I texted Max. I said, Max, this might be an unpopular opinion. This guy may be my new favorite coach. I'm sorry. Missouri fans, come on. We know Dennis Gates contractually is still my favorite. But Stephen Pearl has grown on me, man. You talk about a guy who's going to tell it like it is.
Oh, my God.
He does not hold back. That was tremendous. Tremendous.
The mid-sentence. Oh, damn. Well, I guess that is okay. It's like something out of like a Michael Scott scene in The Office or so. I mean, that is fantastic.
Oh man, that was tremendous stuff. I don't have a lot more to add on this game. I think the big thing is the Keyshawn Hall outlook. I think that's significant, like we said, given their upcoming schedule. Because even beyond that, remember they play Purdue on the December 20th too. So, do we know that Pearl kind of said there's no timetable, right?
For Keyshawn?
Yeah. Am I right on that?
My understanding right now is like a few weeks.
Okay. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. Well, I mean, you're playing Oregon first, and I mean, Oregon's a team. Obviously, have a lot of size. What, Biddle's 7
Biddle's
foot?
Still there for his 27th year.
I was gonna say, gosh, he's been there forever, hasn't
No, Biddle's been there forever.
He's been playing forever. Evans is 6'10". So, and then you got Michigan after that. I mean, Lindeborg, Johnson, they're both 6'9", so it's not. I don't know. I just think it's going to be interesting, especially
Michigan
like we said,
looked a little
Pettiford.
shaky past few games.
Yeah, Pettiford's just got to shoot it better. What's Pettiford shooting now? I don't have the numbers in front of me. What's his stats? Someone's got to know.
Pettiford is shooting now 7 of 36 from 3, 19%.
He's shooting 28.8% from the floor. that can't happen forever.
He's gonna get way better. I'm not worried.
He's gonna go on a hot streak here.
Yeah, I'm not worried.
He'll be fine. All right. Well, they need him to be fine in these upcoming games for the Tigers.
I'm confident he will.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. We got a couple super chats coming in. Let's grab those real quick.
Yes.
$5 from Chris.
There it
Let's
is.
bring back the GameCube just for you, Max.
Best console.
Hey,
The Nintendo
that
GameCube.
may be part of our announcement at the end of the show. We'll find out. It may include.
We still
something
have it.
related to that.
My brother and I flying home for Thanksgiving. That's gonna be like number one on my thing. I'm looking forward to. Me and my brother firing up the GameCube, playing some games from childhood. It's the best.
Well, hopefully while you're playing those games, you have a little happy face coffee. $5 here. Nice little super chat. Also added another $2 super chat as well. Alabama versus Auburn for the national title. Who do you have? Well, it's very simple. Who gives us the most super chat money? You win. Period. I don't know.
Is this a business? A happy face coffee business?
Yeah. Do you want me to do an impromptu ad read for Happy Face Coffee? I'll do that in our ad reads here in a second. I'll throw that in there.
Take some coffee.
Quinn's here. Everybody's telling Quinn he's got to add more super chats. No, he doesn't. It's a long season. Okay.
Yeah.
Quinn's just waiting. He's gonna. You know what's gonna happen. We're gonna get on one of these. Auburn's gonna go out and beat Purdue, and Quinn's gonna all of a sudden in like 28 minutes into the show, haven't seen him in the chat. He's just gonna pop in there, and it's gonna say, you know, I don't know. Sorry, YouTube cannot accept this big of an amount of a super chat. So, give him time. He says, without Keyshawn Hall, he can't make full judgments. We have Hall last night. We score 130. May not be wrong. So,
no, not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
And
even, I hope, you know what? I'm going to say this now. I hope that no one, because we won't, but no one penalizes Keyshawn Hall in any sort of awards at the end of the year for missing a few weeks in November and December, because Zach and I are spearheading the Keyshawn Hall All-American campaign. So this is not gonna change anything.
Keyshawn Hall followed you on Twitter, didn't he?
He did. He's one of my favorite players. I
he's
love
probably
this guy.
watching. He's watching right now. So
Hey.
Keyshawn Hall, get well soon.
Get well soon.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was your action from last night. And Zach, by the way, did drop the intel here that he says even Keyshawn Hall doesn't know when he's coming back, and said that to a staffer pregame. So there's the intel in the Southeastern 16 chat again.
Makes sense.
So, yeah. All right. Before we get to the next part of our show, which is going to be the preview of Thursday night's games, which, by the way, quite a few games on the schedule tonight. But really, I think only one.
There's only one spread that's closer than 24.
Yeah. All right. We'll get into that in a second. Before we do, let's tell you about our friends over at the Yearly Company. And once again, I cannot get this page to load that has all of my ad reads on it. So we're flying here solo. One could say we're freeballing here, Max Barr, on the ad reads, because the Yearly Company, Nashville-based fine jewelry, designed for meaning, built on tradition. Maybe the other way around. I don't remember. But I know they're tremendous. They have natural gemstones, solid 14-karat gold, backed by a lifetime guarantee. Every Yearly Company bangle, custom size. So knowing your size is the most important step before ordering. Husbands out there, holiday season coming up. And if you're someone like Paul McCartney who's got to buy from their recently engaged significant other and you want to buy some jewelry, well, you can do that at the Yearly Company. Head over there, use our code SC16KIT. It's a free complimentary kit over at the Yearly Company. It's free, 100% off. Use the code at checkout, SC16KIT, for 100% off over the Yearly Company. Tremendous people over there. They're going to love this ad read. That does not include everything that I'm supposed to read, but listen, the internet has really given us some problems this week, but you're not going to get any problems over at the Yearly Company. Yearly Co. Search for them, find them, believe in the Yearly Company. ROKFORM, ROKFORM.com, the world's strongest magnetic phone case. Extreme protection, super strong magnets, rock lock, secure mounting. If you want to head over there and get 25% off the cases, the accessories, all that good stuff, you can do it by using our code. SEC25 over at ROKFORM.
Nice.
SEC25 for 25% off
Nice.
over at ROKFORM. Tremendous people over there as well at ROKFORM. And a new sponsor here on the channel.
Whoa! I didn't
Coming
know about this.
in 2026, Happy Face Coffee. If you
Yes.
want to turn that frown upside down and put on a happy face, you can do it with our friends at Happy Face Coffee.
Yes.
The testimonials are already coming in. This is the best coffee I've ever had.
Yep. I think I heard
Buzz
that
Williams
also.
said that. That's Buzz Williams.
Did you see the injury report yesterday for
No, I didn't. I saw Rothstein tweet something out. I saw 4 names on it, but I didn't see if it said they were all out. They were questionable. I had no
it was
idea.
like all undisclosed. He's not telling anybody. It's like half the roster's out and it's all undisclosed. It's just classic Buzz.
Well, if you want a classic Buzz, head over to our friends at Happy Face Coffee.
You're on fire today.
I heard they're doing 2-for-1 sales. All that. Tremendous stuff over at Happy Face Coffee. The best in the business. We only go one place for our coffee, and that is Starbucks. But you can check out our friends at Happy Face Coffee if you want the second best coffee in the business. All right. Let's get on to tonight's games. And we have, as we said, a slate of Tennessee hosting Tennessee State. 32.5-point favorite are the Vols over at FanDuel. Vanderbilt hosts Texas Southern. 34.5-point favorite are the Commodores. Oklahoma hosts Oral Roberts. 24.5-point favorite are the Sooners. Missouri hosts South Dakota. 28.5-point favorite are the Tigers. And then the game of the night is Mississippi State against Kansas State in Kansas City. Mississippi State, what's that updated line over there? I see 2.5. Is that right?
2.5.
2.5 for the Bulldogs. Here's
Yes.
what we're going to do. Not a lot else to go on. Wait a minute. Hold on. We missed a super chat. Hang on.
Did we?
Hang on, folks. Before we get into the audio here, Blake with another $20 super chat. Happy Face Coffee, can we get a sponsorship for Southeastern 15 also? I need some samples. So, yeah. All
Yes.
right.
Happy Face, having a
I think
day.
it's doable. I think after that ad read, business is booming over at Happy Face Coffee. So, we appreciate the super chats from Blake, as always. Let's get into some thoughts here from Chris Jans on, well, let's actually hang on a second because you're not going to believe this, but we don't have this loaded up, and we're about to get it loaded up
Nice.
here because, yeah, that's what we do here on the channel.
Ken Palmer
So,
has this game as a 1-point game. So the bettors out there have a little bit more trust in Chris Jans than the analytics do.
all right, here's Chris Jans' thoughts on Kansas State.
Yeah. I mean, up until last night's game, they were number 1 in the country in 3-point shooting. And it's like, I mean, it literally felt like every time they shot the 3 and went in, no matter who it was on their team. They slowed down a little bit last night in a win, but they're very, offensive minded in terms of scoring the ball. They until again last night. I mean, they scored 80 something last night, but they had scored in the 90s and mid to high 90s every single game that they had played thus far, and so they got a lot of firepower. And it's not just one guy. And certainly, people will talk about Haggerty a lot, deservingly so, but they got 5 guys that are averaging double figures, and I think one of them comes off the bench. So they really spread you out defensively. They put a lot of pressure on you defensively. They push the ball. They play fast. And then in the half court, they get the ball in Haggerty's hands a lot. And we're familiar with him, obviously, with playing Memphis last year. And, he's the straw that stirs the drink. But at the same time, he's got a lot of running mates that can put the ball in that hole as well. And then defensively, they're sound. I mean, they're very sound. I mean, some of their numbers may not look as gaudy, but they also play in very high possession games, so they can get skewed that way. But they're guarding their yard, if you will, and they got some connectivity to their team. They've got really good size around the basket, especially coming off the bench, and it seems like those guys that maybe aren't their leading scorers have really bought into, their role identification and doing what they do best to help their particular team.
I mean, you don't need our scouting report. It's all right there. I mean, I think Jans was maybe even giving a little shout out to Happy Face Coffee. He said something about the straw that stirs the drink.
Yep.
In PJ Haggerty. But, yeah, it is going to be an interesting game because, I mean, he talked about the Kansas State's three-point shooting. They're now down to 7th in the country, 45.7% from three. And he was kind of mentioning last night's game. He did the press conference a couple of days ago. That was referring to the game against Tulsa. They won 84-83 in that one. But in the 3 games prior, they'd scored 93, 98, and 99 against UNC Greensboro, Cal, and Bellarmine or Bellarmine, however you want to say it. So, yeah, I mean, it is kind of one of those kind of fascinating matchups here. By the way, this game tonight on Peacock. So 9:30 p.m. Eastern tip on Peacock. I think that's the only way you can watch it. So,
AKA no one can watch it.
Yeah, well, I don't know. If you're a basketball aficionado, get you a free trial over Peacock. I don't know if they have one of those, but that's how you're watching it. Or you're calling Max Barr. I mean, we know.
I did have some people reach out to me, and I got them situated for the Alabama game last night.
You paid their subscription. You paid for a legal TV subscription for them.
That can be delegated behind, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But back to Kansas State, I'm curious why you didn't mention Nate Johnson, because Nate Johnson, I think, is the unsung hero of this team. An Akron boy. Me too. Nate Johnson is kind of the catalyst to this team, because you have Haggerty with the ball that 24/7, and Abdi Bashir is just going to be ripping threes nonstop, and then it's Johnson there. That's kind of like the steady hand. He's listed at 6'3". If you haven't seen Nate Johnson play, he's a bulldog. Just plays like an absolute tank at 6'3". He's like 220. So I think that matchup, probably Sean Jones on Nate Johnson, is going to be the matchup to watch. You'll probably have, the games in the backcourt with Hubbard, Haggerty, and Bashir and stuff, but throw Sean Jones on Nate Johnson. I think that's a matchup I'm looking at the most.
Both teams are going to get up and down the floor, and I think what's also interesting, though, is both teams have turned the ball over a bit to this point. So curious to see how that kind of plays out in a game like this, because Kansas State forces more turnovers than Mississippi State has to this point. So curious to see kind of what that looks like. And yeah, we mentioned the 3-point shooting percentage as Jans was talking about, but I mean, Mississippi State's been great there so far. But again, this is kind of a different opponent in terms of what you're playing, because like even Iowa State's, and they shoot in the hundreds, I think, around 35.6% so far from three, but this is obviously a significantly better shooting team in Kansas State. So that'll put some of that to the test for Mississippi State on the perimeter. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how that plays out. And of course, like anytime now, I mean, we talk about this, it's like everyone's going to key in on Josh Hubbard, and it's really just waiting to see, how things play out around him when it comes to the scoring aspect, because I think they may need it in a game like this. So yeah, you mentioned some interesting possibilities here. And I think also, Jaden Epps, we just haven't seen a lot of him so far, right? I mean, he played 15 minutes against North Alabama, didn't play against Iowa State, 17 minutes against Southeastern Louisiana. So like this feels like the first big game for him at Mississippi State, just because he didn't play in that one against Iowa State. So I think that's another kind of storyline to watch here.
I like Mississippi State to win here. I know it's a 2-point, maybe it might even get down to 1 if it kind of follows what the analytics are saying, but I think this is a game Mississippi State needs to win. Kansas State's got Indiana next game. Mississippi State's got New Orleans. You've been preparing for this game since Saturday. I like Mississippi State here.
I'm not making a pick. We know what happens when I make a pick.
I like
unless
Bulldogs.
It's in an official capacity on a video, I'm not making an official pick here right now. Actually, I probably should. I should pick Kansas State to keep the theme going.
Did you see Jerome Tang was running up into the Kansas State student section and dancing with them after they barely beat Tulsa? It's like, come on, man. You should be pissed off. You shouldn't be dancing with the students.
I don't know.
Give me the Bulldogs here.
We'll see if he's dancing tonight after this game. Yeah, the only others, as we mentioned, I mean, I don't really have any much on the other games. I think every SEC team in action tonight should take care of business handily outside of Mississippi State. That should be a close game. But the others, I mean, is there any other storyline that jumps out at us for tonight? I mean, Tennessee without Estrella, but I mean, should win that game handily. I mean, is there anything? Like, I don't really have a lot on the other games.
Unless Max Abesmith and Kevin O'Banner want to throw the jerseys back on for Oral Roberts. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know if they're walking through that door for this game. But, yeah, I mean, Oklahoma, though, might be one. Because, I mean, again, you're talking about a team that's, lost a couple games to this point. Oral Roberts, though, I mean,
That's
their
not
results.
the Oral Roberts of, like, the past 5, that's not.
Oral Roberts has 2 wins to this point. They're 2-3 on the season. They've beaten John Brown and Haskell. John Brown and Haskell are their wins this season.
What do you got against John Brown and Haskell?
Well, actually, it's John Brown is one team, Haskell is the other. So it's not like a combination of.
That was like a Class D high school.
No, no, it's not like the Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis type jokes where you're just like throwing all the names together. So.
Law firm, baby.
Yeah.
Well, I will say this: the SEC has been very poor against the spread in these 25, 30-point spreads the past few games. So if we want, as a conference, to have our analytical ratings stay high, we got to start. You got to cover the projections here, or the Big Ten's going to lap us sooner rather than later. So, I mean, you have 4 teams that should win running away. Let's game the analytics a little bit here because we took a step back on Tuesday.
Yeah. Alan, it is an official SEC sweep prediction from Max Barr because he's picking Mississippi State to beat Kansas State, and I don't think he's picking an upset elsewhere. Yeah. So, yeah. Sean says, mark him down for a little 100 pounds of ground coffee. 100 pounds of ground from Sean over at the Happy Face Company. Happy Face Coffee, not Happy Face Company. Again, my ad read's not working on this, but... everyone in the chat's trying to figure out how to watch Peacock or watch this game tonight. You may be able to watch it elsewhere. Someone said YouTube, maybe. I don't know if now in an official capacity. I don't know if it streams on YouTube as part of like some sort of Big 12 thing or whatever. I'm not sure. So,
well, what you can do if you don't want to go full blown illegal is go to YouTube and then just type in the game and then go to live. It'll be like there'll be tabs like recently uploaded and stuff like that. Type in the game you're looking for and then hit live. If it's a big primetime game, there'll probably be a few people streaming it. If it's, like I'm going to try to watch Georgia Xavier Friday night, ESPN2, like not sure if that's going to be on there or not, but like Arizona, UConn, you want to go watch that? It'll be someone on YouTube will probably be streaming it live. That's probably your best option.
Yep. All right. Yep. As Eli says, big 2 days coming up for the Dogs in this one. So we'll see how it plays out there. All right. Are you guys ready?
Are we doing
one of the season?
Let's do this.
Time for the gut bracket. Let's go. All right. Gut bracket time. And I will tell you, as it stands right now, the updated national championship odds over at FanDuel, we got a 3-way tie. Purdue, Houston, and Duke all at plus 1,000. UConn plus 1,300, Louisville plus 1,500, Arizona's plus 1,500. I'd take a shot on that one right now. I think that's going nowhere but up for the Wildcats. The Zags are 1,500. Then you have Alabama plus 1,700, Florida's plus 2,200, Kentucky's dropped back to plus 2,500, Tennessee plus 3,000, and so forth.
What's Iowa?
Plus 4,000. Vanderbilt was plus 5,000 yesterday. They're plus 4,000 now.
They're moving up fast.
Didn't even play a game.
Wow.
And word is spreading.
Where are my Hawkeyes?
Iowa is plus 10,000. They are at the same number as Auburn, Ole Miss, Ohio State, Missouri, Virginia, Creighton, and USC. So
you can find some value in that range. I mean, Auburn, Iowa, Creighton, when they get their big international back, there's some. At this time of year, there's always, even you go back to last year, Florida at this time, they hadn't really played a top team yet. Right around this time of the year, you've seen a team play about 4 or 5 games. You can find some value on some maybe some teams that are projected like a 6 or 5 seed right now that you're like, no, I think they're more like a 3 or 2. You can find some value right now.
There's a lot of good value in that 2,200 type range. Like I
Yep.
said, with Florida, Texas Tech, Illinois, Michigan, St. John's, BYU.
Really good teams.
That's a great group of teams right there that may see
How much
their
better
numbers.
is that cream of the crop at the top than that group? Not much better.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a guarantee that those trio of teams at the top are that significantly better from an odds perspective. So,
Yeah.
all right, here we go. Gut bracket time. We are going to go fast through this because we do want to save a couple minutes for the announcement that we have at the end. All right, we're going to go off of Joe Lenardi's latest bracket. Now, remember, this was from Monday, so don't overreact because games have been played since Monday. We're just going to take the bracket for what it is. We're not going to analyze the seeding or anything like that. Max, you're up first. Are you ready for gut bracket number 1 of the 25-26 season here at Southeastern 15 or 16, depending on who you ask? Here we go. We're going to start in, boy, this is really hard to see, but that's okay. Max, I'm gonna throw this at you. You may not be able to see it on the screen. If you're watching on TV, you can probably see this very well, and we see that a lot of you do watch on TV. But if you're watching on mobile, maybe you can't. So we're just going to read this off, and we're going to go fast. All right, Max, here we go. Starting in Chicago in the Midwest, Purdue is the number 1 seed, taking on the 16 Little Rock or Southern.
Purdue, let's go.
Number 8, Missouri against number 9 San Diego State.
Mark Mitchell, 20-20. Mizzou.
Now, the number 5, North Carolina against the number 12 South Florida.
Yeah, UNC. I like the Heels.
All right, number 4, Iowa State versus number 13 McNeese.
That's not last year's McNeese. Give me Iowa State.
Number 6, Kansas versus number 11 Georgia or Nebraska in the first 4 game.
Give me the 11. Georgia, Nebraska.
Wow. Number 3, Kentucky versus number 14 Troy.
Cats.
Number 7, Indiana versus number 10 Creighton.
Ooh. Wow. Fun game. I'll go Creighton.
2, Louisville versus 15 East Tennessee State.
Louisville.
All right, we got the 1-8 Purdue versus Missouri in the second round.
Go Purdue.
Number 5 versus 4, North Carolina and Iowa State.
Ooh. Man. Are the Heels back? We'll go with the Heels.
Some are asking. Kentucky versus either Georgia or Nebraska. You giving me Kentucky and the Bulldogs in the second round? Oh, my.
I'm a big Rink Mast fan, I gotta say,
I know.
and I'm buying what I'm seeing from the Dogs this year. But if Kentucky's healthy by this time, give me the Cats.
All right. Who do we have here? Louisville versus who?
Louisville versus Creighton, and I'm setting something up here. I'll go Louisville.
Oh, boy. I see what you're setting up. All right. Number 1, Purdue versus 5, North Carolina.
I'm going to go North Carolina upset here.
Wow.
I'm going to go North Carolina upset. I am buying the Heels this year. I am.
All right. Good to see. And then, of course, we've got Kentucky versus Louisville in the Sweet 16.
Oh, how did this happen? Maybe a little revenge? Here. We'll go with some revenge. Give me the Cats.
You're going to go Kentucky versus Louisville twice this season. Now you're going to give me Kentucky versus North Carolina.
Yep.
Twice this season. Wow.
Yep.
All right.
And I'll go North Carolina here. I'm a big North Carolina believer. I like their center, Visar. I like their depth, and I like Wilson, Bogovic, the sniper. I'm a Heels believer. I am a Heels believer.
You just bring Kentucky fans all the way back, and then you just be like, oh, hey, I got you beating Louisville. You're almost to the Final Four. And then you're going to lose to North Carolina. Yikes. All right. You got North Carolina advancing out of this one. Here we go, Max. All right.
Purdue against Little Rock or Southern.
Purdue.
All right. We got Missouri against San Diego State 8-9.
Missouri.
Nice. We got North Carolina against South Florida. Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
North Carolina.
Okay. Iowa State, McNeese.
Iowa State.
Kansas, the 6 against Georgia or Nebraska as the 11.
William's asking, Max, what's in your cup? I'm going to take Kansas.
Okay. All right. We've got Kentucky against Troy, the 14.
Kentucky.
The 7-10 is Indiana, Creighton.
Indiana.
Indiana. And we got Louisville against ETSU.
Louisville.
Did you pick one upset?
Absolutely not.
All right, here we go. Purdue against Missouri.
Purdue.
Purdue. North Carolina, the 5 against Iowa State, the 4.
Boy, I don't like either one of these. I'll take North Carolina.
North Carolina. All right. We've got Kansas, the 6 against Kentucky, the 3.
Look at this bottom 4. Kentucky
know.
versus Kansas. Louisville versus Indiana. We got the Blue Bloods down here in the bottom of the Midwest region. Boy, I tell you, the way I'm watching Kentucky right now, I have no confidence in this pick, but I'll pick the Cats.
Okay. The Cats. And then we
Mine.
have
You're not going to like this.
we have the Cats playing the winner of Indiana Louisville.
I'm going Louisville too.
Okay. All right. So up at the top, we've got Purdue, North Carolina.
Purdue.
And then we have Cats, Cards.
I mean, right now, it's gut bracket right now. I've got to pick Louisville.
Okay. All right.
I'm sorry.
So we got the 1-2 here in Chicago. We've got Purdue
No
and Purdue.
need for discussion. Purdue.
And Purdue. All right.
All right. We're going to go to the West, and I figured out I think I know how we can speed this up. So we're going to both just make our picks. How about this as we go through it? And we'll be able to remember where we're at.
Audible at the line of scrimmage?
Yeah, because I think we want to have a little time at the end to hype up some things.
Yep.
All right. So here's what we'll do. We're going to go to the West. Number 1, UConn versus 16 Florida Gulf Coast. I got UConn.
Dunk City loses first game.
Jeez. 8 USC versus 9 Virginia. I got Virginia.
Virginia as well.
Sorry, must bus. I was reading a comment from Holly. Lazy and low effort. I thought I was talking about us, but then I just
think they're talking
read the
about the
rest of it.
Cats.
Just read the rest of it.
Could be talking about us.
Number 5 Texas Tech versus number 12 Akron. I got Texas Tech.
Yeah, Texas Tech.
Number 4 Tennessee versus 13 Hawaii.
Tennessee.
Number 6 Arkansas versus me too, Tennessee. Number 6 Arkansas versus 11 Liberty. I got the Hogs.
Hogs.
Number 3 Gonzaga versus number 14 Cal Baptist. Give me the Zags.
Yep, Zags. Man, no upsets on this one.
Maybe. Number 7 Ohio State versus number 10 Georgetown. I got the Hoyas.
Oh, you do. You got Hoyas.
Yeah.
They've looked improved so far. I'm gonna go Ohio State.
Number 2 Arizona versus number 15 Montana. Look out, because we've seen this before with Arizona in the 2-15 spot against Princeton. We said Montana. We saw them against A&M. That's a squad.
It is.
But
Money
this
Williams.
is a different Arizona team. Give me Arizona.
Arizona.
All right. We're both at UConn and Virginia in the second round. Tricky.
That's a trick. You don't want to see Virginia second round. That's a tricky team, but
Yeah.
I'll go UConn.
Yeah, I got UConn too. Tennessee and Texas Tech. I've got Texas Tech.
Me as well. Give me the Red Raiders.
The Zags and Arkansas. I've got the Zags. Boy.
This is where Calipari gets the guys going in March. Give me the Hogs.
Dude, you talk about the complete opposite of our gut brackets last year. We continually had all SEC Final Fours, all SEC Elite Eights, and I've sent out the majority of the SEC teams in the first 2 rounds.
Give me the
my
Hogs.
guts.
Upset.
We need a gut sponsor. Arizona versus whoever in the second round. It doesn't matter. I'm picking Arizona.
Arizona versus Ohio State, and I'm going to go upset. Ohio State.
Oh, wow.
Upset.
All right. UConn and Texas Tech in the Sweet 16.
Is this Texas Tech's year of revenge? Is it the revenge year?
I got UConn.
I'm going to go Texas Tech.
Well, your gut is just upset today. All right. I don't even remember who you've got here. I got Arizona versus the Zags, and I got Arizona heading to the Elite Eight.
I think I got Ohio State against Tech, and I've got Texas Tech. Christian Anderson, JT Toppin. Ballers.
You got Ohio State all the way to the Elite Eight?
Oh, wait, no. No.
Somebody's got to play Arkansas.
Arkansas.
All right. Well, who you picking in Texas Tech and Arkansas? Again?
Texas Tech.
Wow. I'm picking Arizona. I'm all in on the Wildcats.
He's all in on the Cats.
Kentucky fans, you can clip that and use that for your own, I'm just going to say I'm all in on the Wildcats. Maybe somebody will be confused and think I'm picking Kentucky. I'm fine with
So
that.
you're Purdue, Arizona.
I got Purdue, Arizona. Yeah.
I've got North Carolina, Texas Tech.
Yeah. All right. Well, so far I'm winning. Let's head over to the other side of the bracket, the South. Houston and Navy, we're both going to probably pick the Cougars in this one.
Probably.
Big fan of the Cougars over here. 8-9, St. Mary's and Oregon. I got the Gales.
I'll go Biddle and Shellstead. Give me Oregon.
Boy, that Houston St. Mary's second round game could be an absolute slugfest. Michigan State and Yale, 5-12. Uh-oh.
Oof.
Uh-oh.
I'm not picking against Michigan State anymore. Just Michigan State.
I'm not picking against Yale unless they're playing Michigan State. I got Michigan State, too. Alabama and High Point, the 4-13. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I see what we're setting up in the second round here. Uh-oh.
Yep. Bama.
Oh, no. Not an SEC team versus Michigan State. Vanderbilt versus St. Louis, the 6-11. Give me the Commodores by 25.
Commodores.
You thought about it. BYU versus St. Thomas.
BYU.
Ooh,
I haven't picked a big upset yet. I gotta pick one somewhere.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Auburn versus Iowa, 7-10. Auburn, Iowa. Oh, boy.
This is where now my gut is now just twisted. Jeez, I gotta go Iowa.
Yeah. By the way, Wildcat Mania, definitely the most logical of the group here. Not picking because this bracketology, it'll change when conference games are played. Then I'll start looking. Yeah, that's when most normal people would do it.
We're not.
We
normal.
clearly are not. Who'd you pick? Auburn or Iowa?
Iowa. I gotta.
Oh. No, I'm
That's
picking
like
Auburn.
my one team. That's my one team this year. I stake in Iowa.
I'm picking Auburn. I'm all in on the Stephen Pearl-led Tigers. Illinois versus Vermont. Oh, little John Becker maybe coming for the Illini here.
Illinois.
John Becker is still the coach of Vermont, right? He didn't retire. Is that right? I hope so.
They're not the Vermont of the past few years.
I don't know. They have wins over Western New England and Plattsburgh State, Brown, and Northeastern.
Plattsburgh State that's a SUNY. That's a D3. That was in the conference that I went to college in. They're not even D2 or D1.
Spencer wants Max removed from the Keyshawn Hall campaign. I agree, Spencer. Get him the hell out of there. All right. Houston versus either St. Mary's or Oregon. I got Houston advancing.
I'll go Oregon. There's an upset right there. There's an upset.
Boy, you do have an upset gut here. Alabama versus Michigan State. Holy cow.
Alabama.
Are we really doing this again? Give me the Tide. Roll Tide. On to the Sweet 16. Vanderbilt and BYU.
Ooh.
Man.
Vanderbilt. Give me Vanderbilt.
Give me the Commodores.
Come on.
It's the gut bracket. The Commodores advance.
There we go.
Illinois versus Iowa or Auburn, which, again, this wouldn't happen, but if it was
Iowa.
but all right. A healthy Keyshawn Hall. Give me the Tigers of Auburn. He's back, and he's ready to show the world in Buffalo, New York, that the Auburn Tigers are back, baby. They're back. Give me Auburn. Boy, I just realized the Elite Eight I've now set up. This is going to be fantastic. All right, Houston, whoever you've got in the top, I don't know where you're at this point.
Oregon against Alabama. Give me Alabama.
I got Houston versus Alabama. Give me Alabama. And then at the bottom, I've got Auburn versus Vanderbilt. In the Sweet 16, who do you have?
I've got Vanderbilt against Iowa.
Yes, Phil, you caught the Dolph Ziggler reference, which Max Barr will not get. I appreciate Phil being
Cool
locked
name,
in on that reference. Who'd you have advance? I'm sorry.
I'm gonna have Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt.
You got Alabama versus Vanderbilt?
Yep.
Give me Alabama versus Auburn. in the Elite Eight.
Oh, let's go. What an Elite Eight here in Houston. What a setup.
All right,
Give
who
me
you
the
got in the
Tide,
Final Four?
Give me the Tide, Final Four.
I see all the Auburn fans like Zach saying Blake's my new best friend. Salty Tiger saying Blake's my favorite now. Well, guess what, folks? You're about to turn on me because I'm picking the Tide to the Final Four. All right.
There we go.
Oh, the South. What a wild bracket that was.
That was fun.
Things took a turn here on the gut bracket.
That was fun.
All right, to the East we go. We're not going to have as much fun in this one, I can already tell. All right, Duke versus Long Island or Norfolk State.
Duke.
I got Duke. Baylor versus Ole Miss. Give me the Rebels of
let's go
Ole
Rebels.
Miss. Elias is ready to. He's always ready.
He's ready to Elias.
There you go, Phil. There's another reference. Ole Miss, Elias, always ready. UCLA, the 5 versus Northern Iowa, the 12.
I don't think I've picked a 12-5 yet, and I have to. So I'll go Northern Iowa here for a 12.
I'll do that too. I'll pick Northern Iowa.
Okay.
Also.
All right.
I like it. I'll pick Northern Iowa too. St. John's versus Towson.
It's in Philadelphia, so UCLA's got to travel there. I'll go Johnny's.
Yeah, St. John's too. Wisconsin versus Cincinnati or Utah State. I got Wisconsin.
Ooh. Yeah, Wisconsin.
Florida versus Youngstown State. Give me the Gators.
Florida gets to play in Tampa. Florida.
Yeah. Oh boy. NC State versus Texas in Buffalo. By the way, I did realize we forgot to talk about the Texas Rider game yesterday. We just completely skipped over it. I thought we had talked about it, but I guess that was before we recorded or something. Shout out to Texas for the 99-75 win over Rider, I believe was the final. Texas, good. Rider, bad. That's my analysis.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I'm picking NC State in this one.
Yeah, I'll go NC State too. Darian Williams. Gotta pick him in March.
Michigan and Siena. Give me the Wolverines.
I'll go Michigan, but Michigan's gonna be a team all year that might be on my upset watch.
Sean, damn, your comment really got me on that one. Oh, it got me. Okay, up to the top. Duke versus Ole Miss.
Go Duke.
Yeah, I might have to go Duke too. It's in Greenville, but I don't know. Give me Duke, but I hesitate a little more than maybe some would. We got Northern Iowa versus St. John's. I got St. John's.
St. John's.
Wisconsin versus Florida. I got Florida.
Florida.
Oh, this one's going to challenge me here.
Ooh.
Michigan and NC State. Oh, man.
Ooh.
I'd much rather see this in the Sweet 16 or Elite 8 than the second round. I got to take out one of my guys here, either Dusty May or Will Wade. Who is it going to be going out in the second round in Buffalo, New York? Oh, this is tough. This is tough.
I'll pick Michigan, but man, that's a good game.
Yeah, I'm going Michigan. I have to do it. I didn't think I'd have NC State out this early, but sometimes your gut surprises you, All right, Duke versus St. John's.
Wow. In DC. Woo. You got Bryce Hopkins against Boozer.
Give me Duke.
And Gogba against Zuby. Who are you going?
Duke.
I'll go Duke as well.
Florida and Michigan. The Dusty May Bowl. Here in this one.
This is where I'll go Florida.
I'm going to go Florida as well. And then we both got Duke and Florida.
Ooh. I'll go. Oh, man. That's a good matchup. I'll go Duke, though. I'll go Duke to the Final Four.
I believe in the Gators. Give me the Gators to the Final Four. Remember the stat. The last time Florida won the national championship, they won the national championship the following season. Give me the Gators. Their shooting is going to turn around, and I like this. I'll be honest. I like this bracket for the Gators.
Yeah.
Obviously, Duke is a powerhouse. But you know what? They said that about all the other teams that played Florida last year, and the Gators marched on. All right,
So
the
who's
Final
your
Four.
Final Four?
I've got Purdue, Arizona, Alabama, and Florida. So I still got half the SEC there, which was my goal in the initial start of this.
Okay. I've got North Carolina, Texas Tech, Alabama, and Duke.
Hmm.
I'm going
All
to
right.
go Texas Tech to beat North Carolina. I'm going to go Tech to the title game. And then Alabama is going to beat Duke in the Final Four. Back-to-back Final Four exits for Duke.
Nice.
Texas Tech
All
versus
right.
Alabama.
I like it. On the left side of the bracket, I've got Purdue versus Arizona. Give me
That's a great game.
Purdue.
Nice. Okay.
And I've got, here it goes again. Just when you reel everybody back in, you have to throw them back out. Salty Tiger. By that logic, Blake, Florida win the national championship forever. Yes, exactly.
That is also true.
That's the point. Why pick against anyone else? Why pick anyone else? Big Gator EJ said it. The rematch with Arizona and Florida. That's not happening, Big Gator EJ, because give me the Tide. But we are getting a rematch in the championship. Purdue, Alabama. We heard Nate Oates on this show today, 45 minutes ago, say he's got a national championship team. He's going to have them ready to go on the boards. Give me the Alabama Crimson Tide in the gut bracket right now to cut down the nets and wherever the championship is played. I don't even remember where the Final Four is this year. Give
You
me the
got
Tide.
the Tide taking down the Boilers.
That's right. Give me the Tide.
I've got the Tide taking down the Red Raiders. Give me the Tide.
Oh, wow. We just completely alienated a decent percentage of our audience by picking Alabama, but they're the number one team in our power rankings this week. They just beat Illinois. We're high on the Tide. In the first gut bracket, let it be known, of this new season, we both picked Alabama to win the national championship.
Mark it down. Mark it down.
Incredible stuff here on the channel. All right. While all of you are telling us how big of idiots we are in the chat, except for Big Baller Brett, we're here to tell you. Go ahead, let the chats come in. You guys never disappoint. Blasphemy from Chris Spencer. Well, it was nice watching this channel while it lasted. And by the way, Blake, don't forget, Blake gave us $150 in super chats, and we still picked Alabama. We did not let the money. We did not follow the money here, Max. Oh, that's true, though. Zach points out Alabama no longer in the SEC because we are Southeastern 15 now.
Right.
By the way, Big Gator EJ, recency bias. We never did that during the gut bracket last year, right? We never leaned in on the teams that we were high on every single time we did the bracket. So we picked Florida how many times in the gut bracket in the final month of the season? I can't even tell you how many times we probably picked the Gators.
One thing I will say, though, the gut bracket is for fun and for laughs. It's one of our favorite things we do. It's a great time to see what matchups you don't know, and then you get down to a Sweet 16 and you're like, oh no, I didn't know I set that up. But one thing you can learn some stuff. And one thing that I learned from this one is, geez, I don't have a good feel for who I love in the Final Four. I don't. Last year we pretty much had a rotation of like 6 teams we were picking at every Final Four. Take your pick of like the 1 through 5 seeds, and there'll be a few you don't like and stuff. But like we both had Illinois bounced second round of this gut bracket. Next gut bracket, I could pick them in the national title game. The top's really wide open this year. This is going to be pretty fun.
Yeah. No, it will be a lot of fun. Like you said, there's a lot of. We mentioned those FanDuel odds earlier. We're like, hey, the teams in the 2200s, like they're just as appealing, maybe as the top 3 or 4 teams. So
take that Auburn Iowa game, and then if whoever wins from that game in that second round matchup, spread's going to be 4.5, 3.5.
Yeah.
Money line minus 180 for the 2 seed. It's going to be tight.
It will be. All right. Now, before we head out, so we have been teasing some new membership ideas here at the channel. And we're here to tell you, and I don't want to give you the date. I'm thinking it's going to be next week. Next week's Thanksgiving. It's our Thanksgiving gift to you to show you that we're thankful for you guys. We are going to be introducing some new membership tiers here at Southeastern 16. All right. You've got your current tier right now that a lot of you guys are already signed up for, $3.99 a month. Can't buy anything out there except Southeastern 16 membership. It is your support tier. You guys support us. We give you some bonus stuff every now and then, all that. But, folks, we're about to ramp up how much bonus material you guys are going to be getting here with a couple of these tiers we're going to introduce. And it's going to be a lot of fun because when I sent it to Max Barr yesterday and we were debating this, Max perked up like he had just had a happy face coffee. And absolutely tremendous stuff on the way. If you join one of these membership tiers, you're going to get to join us for our SEC predictions live. Once we get to conference play, live predictions. So not just the videos we put out telling you, hey, here are our predictions. You're going to join us for the predictions live if you're a member. You're going to get a weekly mailbag, as we used to do often, but just unfortunately we have a lot of other stuff to do now. But we're going to make that a feature for the members, weekly mailbag, live Q&A with us. Boom. You're also going to get some monthly new things here, new shows involving Max Barr and I, some Chris Lee. We're going to have some new kind of theme-specific shows that I think you guys are going to enjoy each month, whether it's me and Max talking about random stuff, reviewing random things, our video game streams, which we've been promising for a while. Going to be awesome. Max might bring out the GameCube, may bring out a little College Hoops 2K8, maybe a little NCAA football 25, 26, whatever year it is. We're going to be doing that for people on one of these tiers. But then, Max, the one that I think is really going to be very interesting for some people. Our top tier that we're going to introduce for our members, folks, if you decide you want to be one of these people, and we're going to call it the Legends tier. The Legends tier here at Southeastern 16. You're going to get a whole graphic of this, by the way. I'm just spouting it off right now. You are going to get to join us for a show. You will be on the show with me and Max Barr and others potentially.
Yes.
And we will allow you to pick any topic you want. That is PG, okay? You can't just go out there and have us talk about something that we cannot talk about, all right? You can pick a topic. It can be a retro game, one of your favorite games from your team's history. It could be a TV show. It could be a movie. It could be whatever you want it to be. And Max and I will go talk about it with you on a show.
Yep.
You join us for the show. That will be for the Legends tier. So if you want to be a legend here at Southeastern 16, you can join us for shows. It's going to be pretty awesome. So
one more thing Blake didn't mention as well. Might not be every single Saturday. I have other obligations, but most Saturdays throughout the rest of the season, joining me for a watch along as well on the primetime game of your choice. So be spending some Saturdays with me as well.
Yeah. And yes, Sean, completely up to Sam Smith. If he wants to pay us the Legends tier and join the membership, and he's like, I just want to talk about the topic of how much I hate you guys, absolutely. Fair game. So, but I think most of you will pick something normal when you join that tier. But a very coveted tier, I think, with our new membership. And you guys have been asking. Justin, others have asked in the chat, you want more content from us, we're going to give you more content, and I think you're really going to like it. So we'll present that to you next week, and we'll talk about what that's going to look like for some of these. Yes, Big Gator EJ, how much is the question? We're going to give you all those details coming up.
I'm really, we've been working on this for a while. I'm really excited for the members only predictions. You guys in the chat, as we are doing our usual prediction videos, about 12, 15-minute predictions that we always put out live for you guys with you in the chat as we're making our picks. Oh, I cannot wait. It's going to be great.
Oh, it's going to be awesome. And I will tell you that one, Big Gator EJ, I can go ahead and tell you, it's only a couple more dollars a month. It's not much more than you're already doing. So that one is going to be like our core membership, which is where most people will probably, if you want to upgrade, you'll upgrade to that. That's where you get the bulk of the stuff. But the Legends tier, yes, will be a bit of a step up. But again, there's a reason for that. We're letting you join the show. So, for any eventual legal fees we have to pay from you guys being on the show, and somehow, no, I kid. But yes, so it's not going to be much at all. A couple more dollars a month for this. So we really want, and the reason we're doing this, and some of you guys don't care, but some of you guys do, and we hear that from you all the time. You're our members. You pay us, and so we want to give you more, and so we want to give you more options as to what you can get and all that. So yes, and Salty Tiger voting will be part of one of these. You'll get to vote on future topics and all that kind of stuff. So I'm telling you, you'll enjoy it. Just trust us.
We should put the members' vote as a part of our power rankings.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll put that in there. You want it, you got it.
Yep.
Yeah. You can vote on the power rankings. There you go. So, again, we appreciate you guys. We'll have a big graphic and stuff promoting everything. And, yeah. Some of you guys will be like, oh, well, two have a price. That's fine. Keep supporting the channel. Hey, great. But if you do want the bonus content, we're going to put out more, which, of course, means, hey, we'll probably...
I'm really excited for it.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. So, yeah. All right. We appreciate you guys, and hope you enjoyed everything. Be sure to check out everything else on the channel. I know they're going live right now for members for football, so check that out. We went a little long today, but anytime there's a gut bracket, let's call it what it is. It's gonna go long if it's a gut bracket. So, yeah.
Same time tomorrow morning, right?
Same time tomorrow morning, and. Yeah, we'll talk about the weekend preview, which is a very light weekend in SEC basketball. There are no games on Saturday. And I think it's probably the only time the rest of the year that could happen.
We'll find something.
We'll come up with something. So, all right. SC Scout guy says 76-minute show today has to be a record. It's not. Trust me. We've gone much longer than this.
Can we just have Alabama and Auburn just have them play every night? Because then we get a ton to talk about the next day.
Yeah. So, a ton to talk about. So, all right, tomorrow morning, same time, same place, same channel.
See you then.
And check out everything else on the channel. Hit the like button, as Alan says on the way out. Helps us out a lot. And hope you guys are excited about the new membership stuff. We're excited to offer it to you because we want to do a lot more for you guys, our paying members, and we're going to stick to that. So, all right, appreciate you guys watching. Talk to you soon here at Southeastern 16, presented by FanDuel.